What another great year for the car show named after my father. Even before now, Thursday was a great night. My mom this week turned 90, and we had a great celebration for her at the Breslin. And so it was truly, truly amazing. Yesterday we started our family reunion, so we got a lot of people here from North Carolina and Baltimore, Connecticut, all over the country came for our family reunion. So we got a lot going on all at the same time. So this is really wonderful for me to be home at the right time. And so again, thank you for coming out, and we can answer some questions, those who have questions for me.
Yeah, you go back to Lansing a lot. Why do you feel like it's so important to keep giving back to the community here?
Well, you know, this is my home. Without so many incredible people helping me to get to this point, because, you know, back in the day when I was a kid, Mr. Kennedy, he coached all the sports, and then going to Main Street School, and Jim and Greta Dart allowed me, he became my first coach, and then they kept the gym open so we could play after school. And then going to Dwight Ridge Junior High School, and Cosgrove and Brockhouse and Rosecrans, my coaches. Then going to Everett and Coach Fox, and then going to Michigan State and, of course, Coach Heathcote. So when you think about my journey, somebody has helped me. Now, that's just my coaches, not everybody in the community. I went to church here. Now, when I went to church at Union, it was across the street. So, and it wasn't this big and beautiful, you know. It was beautiful, but a smaller church. And so I've been blessed to come here, to grow up here, but to come back here is always a blessing. To see people, give them autographs and pictures, to be able to also raise money for our police officers and their organization that keep my family and everybody in Lansing, and also the other outer places as well, safe, and then the first responders as well, and making sure that we continue to support them, because it's all about trust, you know, and we got to build trust with them. And it's so funny, you always frown until you need one, you know, and then you say thank you for keeping us safe and so on. So again, we want to thank all of them and the different police organizations, because we're represented by a lot of them. And so, but I'm always come home. That's who I am. That's how my parents raised me. You know, Cookie's from Detroit, my wife. So it's kind of cool. We can dual things. She can see friends, I can see friends. And I just saw Dale, one of my best friends. We won the state championship together. I saw my softball team, all those guys before I just came in here. I got a chance to say hi to them. I mean, it's nothing like coming home. You get to see people who knew you as Earvin, or Junebug, or E, all the nicknames I used to have. So nobody out there called me Magic, but people who don't know me. But the majority of them know me, so it's great.
I don't see any distant quarters out there, but what was your dad's favorite car?
My father's favorite car was probably a 55. What was it, Larry?
1955,
a Chevy. And he loved his old cars. He loved on Saturdays and Sundays getting them out, taking them on the road. And then what was it, GTX. Boy, that orange car, he started up, the whole ground started shaking, you know. And so that was a thrill for me when he revved it up. And so my love for cars came from my father's love for cars. And so we had so many good times. And then he gave me the family car once I went to Michigan State, so I had the deuce and a quarter on the campus there. And so it was a thrill to have my father teach me so much in life, and I carry those same values with me today, and so that he instilled in me. And I have his same discipline and his work ethic. And so I'm so happy that, again, we're here today honoring my father in truly a blessed way.
Irv, which of these cars would work best for a championship parade?
Well, we have to remember most of these cars I can't get in at 6'9", right? My legs are way too long. But there's some beautiful cars out there, and a lot of them would work. It's so funny, I might have to sit on the hood, though, some of the smaller ones. And you know what's really unique about the cars is that some still have that same interior. Some may have been refitted, but they look so beautiful. Like, I mean, these men and women keep those cars up. They are such amazing, unique, and special cars, and they're expensive too, right? So listen, they put those cars up for sale. They can earn a lot of money, but they're not in it for that, right? They're in it for the love of it. So it's really special for me to see them. I probably won't get a chance to see as many because there's a lot of people for autographs and pictures today. So I'm gonna try to fulfill their wishes and give them an autograph, and we're off to a good start. But I want to thank all the car owners and our incredible pastor over here for allowing us to be at his church, and once again this year, him and his wife, the First Lady, for allowing us to be here, and then James Stokes too for putting it all together, because without James and the pastor, we wouldn't be here.
When you're in LA or wherever across the world, how do you describe where you grew up in Lansing to people?
Oh, it's really easy. You know, I tell people there would be no magic without Lansing, right? When I think about, the mayor and I just met before I went out the first time, and we were talking about all the basketball courts that I played. I played on every court in this city, right? Because basketball was just huge at that time, and playing on the playground was everything for us. So I went around, I walked to every court and played on the east side, Wash Park, you name it, south side, Rio Road, you know, we were all over the place. I just walked, you know, all over this city and played against the best players, because Jay Vincent lived on the east side, so I went over there because I wanted to play against Jay and Victor and Kim Beasley, Boobie Lloyd, Greg Lloyd, all those guys on the east side. Then we would play in the afternoon, then I come back on the west side, because we play at nighttime, an early evening I should say, and play at Main Street School. So then we go to St. Joe Park. I mean, I can keep going. There's so many parks that I played. And so Lansing gave me the skill sets that I had on the basketball court, but also the man that I am today too, because they're right when they say it takes a village to raise a child, and everybody had a hand in making sure I turned out to be okay, right? But I want to give Jay Vincent a lot of credit, because we came up together, and without him pushing me, and I think I pushed him to be great, and then we end up at Michigan State winning a championship. Here's two homeboys from Lansing, Michigan, that can lead Michigan State to its first national championship. That's sort of unique and special there, and so I got to thank him and give him a lot of credit.
Irv, we talk about the mutual love affair with you and Lansing. Mm-hmm. How many athletes have anything like that? Is there anybody left in the city who doesn't have your autograph or picture?
I don't know. You know, listen, I've been here now since Wednesday, and I went to 3 places to have breakfast, and I probably was there an extra hour taking pictures and signing autographs for everybody, but it's been great, you know, and it's who I am. I can't turn anybody down, you know, and so when you come home, it's just special. You get to I was over at the campus to see how much it's changed, how much new housing and new buildings even around the campus. And so Cookie and I was able to take a ride around and go down memory lane when I first met her, and we went past our 2 dorms. And so we've been having a really good time since she's been here. And say hi, Cookie, in the bag. Wave, sweetie. So for her and I to meet on that campus, and next month will be 33 years for us being married, but then, what, 40-something years being together. So that's a real blessing right there.
First off, Mike, quick question. Thank you for having us.
Oh, thank you.
It was a great event.
Thank you.
Now, obviously, you could have had this anywhere. Why did you choose to bring it, for the people that don't know, back here to Union Missionary Baptist Church?
Well, because I went to church here as a kid, and my father, this was his church. And so my father loved Union, and he loved coming here. I mean, he would stay all Sunday too, you know. And then he was prayer. He was involved in singing in the choir. I mean, my father loved his church. So I think that we couldn't do it any place else. But it was up to the pastor too. And so I think that with him and his vision that he has for not only the church, but for the community. And then working with the 2 organizations too. So if we could just do some good, right? I'm all about doing good, all about making sure that I can inspire some of these young people, and hopefully they can reach their goals and dreams, and let them know education is the key. The Lansing Promise, last year I gave $1 million to the Lansing Promise. And so, you know, when I think about you know, the kids that we send into community colleges, to all the colleges in the state of Michigan, these kids in Lansing and the Lansing area get a chance to go to college. You know, so it takes a burden off their parents that we are helping them go. And that's, listen, I'm not standing here without Joe Ferguson, Greg Eaton, all, you know, all the people who allowed me to talk to them about business and about life, and then this church, I would sit in the same place. They used to have a balcony. So James and I, we would go up in the balcony and sit in the balcony. And James' mother was one of the ushers. So she made sure we were quiet, make sure we were behaving the right way. And so, so I remember it like it was yesterday. My mother always said, you can do anything you want, but on Sunday you better be in church. It's 2 things we had to do on Sunday: be at church, and then always be at home for the family dinner. So it's a blessing. Yes, sir.
I met somebody out there that used to play against you in high school. What does it mean to you to reconnect with people like that?
Oh, it means a lot. You know, it's something when you think about my high school days, and it was amazing in this city. Because think about this, Eastern, one of the best teams in the state, and Jay Vincent was on that team. Sexton was a powerhouse too, you know. And then here's my Everett team, and so I'm so happy that I thought I was going to end up going to Sexton because I could walk to Sexton, but when busing came in, I got bused across town to Everett. But it was just amazing playing against all the local guys. And then Coach Fox, it was a smart thing. After my first year, we played we were in the, I can't remember the conference, South something conference. So we played Battle Creek, Lakeview, Jackson, Parkside, on and on and on. We played all those teams. And so then that went away, and we started playing in the city more. And so, but Coach, he put together a great schedule. We played a lot of teams from Detroit and Flint. We went to Saginaw in the summer. We went to different places that he put us in a position where we could win the state championship, playing against the better competition. That's when everything went well for us. And so I was so happy that Coach Fox started doing that. And that's what actually helped us to win it.
33 years ago was significant for another reason. That's the most important thing. But I believe, if I'm not wrong, that was also the Dream Team year, wasn't it?
92, man. And that's something.
In your career memories, where's that one?
The Dream Team, it was everything. I've always had a dream on my bucket list was to play with Michael and Larry Bird one time. I just wanted to play with them one time, you know. Oh, that's James. James can have his own because he put all this together. So, so when I think about when Commissioner Stern called me and said I was on the team, and I said, I'm going crazy, I'm jumping up and down, and then he said, okay, but I need you to do one thing. I said, what? You have to talk Larry Bird and Michael Jordan into playing. I said, why is that my responsibility, right? So I said, what am I going to do to get them to play? So I called Larry first. I said, Larry, this is our chance to really just close the book in the chapter in our career. And we've done everything in basketball but win a gold medal. So he said, okay, Earvin, my back is hurting, but I'm going to play. I said, cool. Now I had to figure out how can I get Michael to play because he had already won a gold medal. So I called him up and said, MJ, come on, man, you got to play. He's like, I don't want to play, give up my summer, da-da-da. So I knew he loved to play golf and he loved to play cards. So I said, listen, you can play golf all day and I'm going to play cards with you at night. He said, every night you going to play against me? I said, every night we'll play cards together. So I can play golf, you can play golf. He said, okay, I'm going to play then. I said, cool, that's all I need. Now, you know, when they get the ball to me and I'm coming down that middle and I'm shaking and baking, right? Now I got Larry Bird to my right. Oh, man. Michael Jordan is on my left. Scottie Pippen, Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing, David Robinson, Karl Malone, Drexler, Mullen, Stockton, and then we had this college guy named Christian Laettner. We said, you sit on the sideline. We got this. Man, oh man, oh man. You talking about playing some basketball. It was truly the best basketball I've ever been involved in. And to have that many, every guy was in the Hall of Fame. That's really a blessing too. So we blew everybody out by over 40-something points a game. But the fun was just hanging out with each other and get a chance to know each other away from the game. That's when we had a lot of fun. So that will always be the best basketball. And there's a game that nobody saw that we scrimmaged against each other. And Chuck Daly, the Piston coach, said, okay, I'm going to split the team East versus West. So Larry Bird, Pippen, Barkley, Jordan, Ewing. Then it was myself and all the West guys. And man, I'd never been in a game. Wow. What, I'm talking about some excellent basketball.
Did you win?
No. Michael hit that shot at the end. I got to give him credit. And, but what a game, though. What a game, man. All right, next one.
Grant Hill always says that the practice team beat you in that one scrimmage. What do you remember about it?
Yeah, well, what he did was Coach Daly knew what he was doing. He brought those college guys in, Grant Hill, Weber, all those guys in, and we didn't take it seriously, right? And so they blew us out. They beat us pretty bad. So that's when Chuck Daly got our attention. He said, see, if you don't come ready, this can happen. And the next day we played them again, and then we just blew them out. And so they helped us to concentrate, make sure we were well prepared, make sure we took the games on a serious level. And so they helped prepare us, so I got to give them credit. So I thank them for that. But Chuck Daly knew what he was doing. He was a master. You know, I see why Detroit won those back-to-back championships, because Chuck, they beat us in '89. So we beat them in '88, they beat us in '89, and then they beat Portland in '90. You can tell why they won the championship, because he was awesome at preparing us for every single opponent. And it's really a blessing. Also, too, I want to give all the state professional teams some credit, because you guys should be happy about the Lions, the Tigers, the Pistons. I mean, everybody is good now, right? And so when I think about my teams, man, I said, oh, we got to go through the Lions again this year, you know. So we hope we get back, both of us get back, because it was fun playing against them last year. And both the Tigers and the Dodgers could be in the World Series, so, you know, we'll see what happens. And so when I think about, you know, being an owner and the path that we got to take, all Michigan teams are going to be in our way one way or another.
What do you know about being an owner that most owners don't?
I don't know if I know anything more than any other owner in sports. I think the difference between me, I played the game. So I know the players' mental state as well as physically how the players got to be in shape and doing their jobs. Those guys got more money than me, and they know business probably more and better than myself. But the one thing that I have over probably all owners is that, you know, I played the game. And so other than that, you know, one thing I take great pride in is that I have more world championship rings than anybody. So I have 17 championship rings, and so I'm happy about that. And I told all my partners with the Commanders, I said, listen, only thing I don't have is a Super Bowl ring, so I need a Super Bowl ring. And so hopefully one day we can accomplish that, you know. But no, I don't know anything more other than the fact that I played.
Mr. Johnson, I know that this time is going really, really fast for us, but I have one question from Ms. Kennedy.
All right, I'm ready, Kennedy.
Robinson, and then I'm going to have time for one more, and we're going to have to go to the next subject. So we want to thank you all for coming. We'll turn it over to Ms. Kennedy.
Yeah, Kennedy. First, let's, you know, she's high school going into college, and we always want to embrace the young people who want to be like all of you guys one day. So let's clap for her first. Hey, Kennedy. Go ahead.
As a current student athlete myself, I've seen how the transfer portal is impacting college sports. What is your take on the transfer?
Well, she asked me what is my take on the transfer portal. Yeah, it's different beast from when I played. You know, I have probably different opinions on it, because I think young people, everybody has to know where they're at. Some people think they're better than they are. Some parents think their son or daughter is better than what they are. And then nobody wants to develop anymore. Everybody wants instant gratification. Everybody wants to start right away. Nobody wants to say, oh, if I sit behind so-and-so a year, that's a bad thing. And in reality, it might be a great thing for them. But they don't want to wait anymore. And then NIL has changed it too. It's not just the transfer portal, it's the money. I want athletes to get paid. But we have to understand, you may run to a program that could pay you more, but that coach could probably be the better coach for you. That's where you got to really say, maybe I pass on the money because this coach is going to get me to where I want to go, right? or that school is not offering me as much, but it's going to help me grow and mature. So I'm hoping that they have to get some structure around it, and they have to get some rules around it, because I want them to get paid. But now you get to transfer and play. See, when I was playing, you had to sit out a year. Yeah, so I hear so many parents are living through their kids, and I look at Michigan State. Cohen Carr probably could get paid. He probably could be one of the highest paid basketball players in the nation right now. But what did he decide to do? Stay at Michigan State. Because he's such an incredible athlete, everybody would take him to tomorrow, right? But it's great that he's staying with Izzo, he's staying with the program, because he has a chance to be special and be one of the top picks. So a lot of people, you got to decide. You want to chase the money and maybe miss out on some opportunity. I can throw out 3 or 4 names of guys who didn't come to Michigan State, who took the money and ran somewhere else, but missed out on their chance to get better. Because Izzo going to make you better. That's one thing he's going to do. But hey, everybody got to make a decision. And so, but I like the chance that if something is going bad for you and you get a chance to transfer, okay. But let's make sure that it's bad for you instead of just transferring for the money. And so I have a lot of friends whose kids are in college right now, in high school, and they come to me with that, and I'm the wrong guy to talk to, because I'm so happy I played for Judd. I'm so happy it wasn't about money. I just wanted to be better. I wanted to make it to the NBA. I wanted to win a national championship, and we accomplished all those things without me making a dime. I remember my father. So we go to the final 8. We get beat by Kentucky. Kansas City called and said they want to draft me number 1. So I'm a freshman. Remember that, Tuck? Yeah. So go down to Kansas City, meet with Joe Alperson, general manager of Kansas City, my dad. 200,000 6 years. 200,000 a year for 6 years. Whew, I mean, I grew up broke, poor. My father, true story, grabbed me, took me outside and said, son, you've been broke for 18 years, you can be broke for 1 more year. True story. He said, you're going back to school. Went back to school, best thing that ever happened for me. I wasn't ready mentally or physically to turn pro. And, but that year got stronger here, stronger body-wise. We won the national championship. Then I was ready to turn pro. So I'm glad I had a father that could look out for me and say, And then I end up with the Lakers. I could have been in Kansas City. Still losing. So it worked out great. And so last one, I guess she said. Go ahead, sir.
When you look out and you see, I believe it's almost 220 cars that are out there, which is a big rise from even last year.
Yeah.
Seeing the transformation of this event from 80 cars to 220, what does that mean to you? What does that tell you? And also, what are you hoping to see from this next year and for years to come?
Well, it says that people are happy about participating. They're happy that James has done a wonderful job and the pastor has done a wonderful job. It says that people also want to give back and help, and I think that when people see that it's a first-class organization, is ran in a first-class way, then they want to be a part of it. And they can see that people are having fun, and so we're just blessed. So I don't know where it's going to go because, you know, if we get any more cars, we won't have enough room in the parking lot. But I just take it year by year, you know, and so I have a crazy schedule. So I'm going to be here tomorrow morning. I'll be on a stage talking to 5,000 people back in Los Angeles. So it's like we just have to take it year by year and see how it goes. And James, who his brother Leon and I played on the championship team, and James and I sang songs, Temptation songs on the street corner back in the day. And so to have a friend like this that's been my friend since I was, you know, we were little boys, to be able to do this is a blessing. And my brother, what he's been able to do with all his organizations, giving backpacks to kids and everything. Our parents, one thing our parents instilled in us to give back, help others, and I will continue to do that. And so,
Which temptation were you?
I was never the lead, so I was the one doing the temptation walk in the background. Yeah, so everybody had to have their role, Paul, all of them, Eddie. Nobody could be Eddie Kendricks, though, that high voice. Nobody could be. But we was out there trying. Remember that, James? We was, listen, we thought we could sing. Only one could sing really was Jimmy Howe. He could really sing. And,
Who was Melvin?
I tried to be Melvin a couple times, you know. How I wish it would rain. Woo, man. Let me go back to the Temptation days. No, we're in Union, so no, we had a good time. James, stand up, because he put this thing together. Yay, James. You know. I want both of them. Pastor, come on out. We want to clap for the pastor too. First lady, thank you for because it takes, these are the two men. I mean, I'm just showing up, and they're on the phone, you know, and I get to just come and do what I do. So, but without them, there's no car show, you know, and so it's a blessing to be able to show up and affect people's lives and affect two great organizations that I believe in wholeheartedly. And so this is a blessing. I hope for the community, for first responders, the police organizations that are represented here today. And so hopefully we just keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it, you know. So this is my one stop at home again before I come back. Probably be next time either see a football game or definitely to see the Spartans play basketball for sure. So God bless everybody.
Might be back here for the World Series.
Or I hope I'm back for the World Series. I want that in the worst way. Both teams are looking good. Both teams are looking good. Now both Detroit, the Tigers and Dodgers got to stay healthy. The main thing about baseball, boy, one minute, one injury, and it could be like, oh, man. And so we just had 15 pitchers out for about a month. So we just got everybody back. And so it can happen just that fast. You can be riding high, and then it come crashing down. Can I get the officers up? We want to take a picture with you, please.
We want to thank all